A Token of Gratitude, written by Sumit Paul, published in the year 2017. Some people are to be remembered and some to perish. But a few people are so memorable that one cannot but cherish. The name of Mehdi Mustafa rings no bells as he has no relevance to the readers. Neither was Mr. Mehdi a great personality who did something stupendous in his life to be immortal. But to me, he will always be extremely important and perennially venerable. Why? Because he was my mess supervisor at a school in Iran who saw to it that I always got to have pure vegetarian meals in a completely non vegetarian setup. In my one decade in an Iranian school in Tehran, I never had to eat non veg and would always get very tasty vegetarian food thanks to Mr. Mehdi Mustafa, who was the main chef as well as the mess supervisor. I remember as a child, I got admission to a school in Iran where everyone was a hardcore non vegetarian, bearing me. My religiously non vegetarian father asked the warden whether it was possible to serve pure vegetarian, not even eggs, food to me. The warden was clueless. He never saw any student in the school and hostel who was a pure vegetarian. Non veg was the de rigueur in Iran. Yet he was considerate enough and called the mess supervisor Mr. Mustafa and asked whether it was possible, rather feasible, to serve pure vegetarian food for just one student. Mr. Mustafa told him in Persian and also in his fractured English that he would cook vegetarian meals for me and won't even put eggs in the meals. He stuck to his promise for 10 long years, and I had delicious Iranian vegetarian items prepared by him during my stay in that Persian school till matriculation. Mr. Mustafa was so considerate and affectionate that he even asked me whether I would feel comfortable having meals with all non vegetarian students. I said I had no problem, that much I could manage. Even during special occasions when he would prepare lip smacking non vegetarian Persian culinary delights for the students and hostel staff, he would not forget to cook some very delicious veg item for me. He even served me homemade eggless fruit cakes. I never experienced dietary marginalization or culinary apartheid in that school because of Mr. Mustafa. I used to love pyaz shorba. Pyaz is a Persian word for onion with Iranian buns, and he would invariably prepare that for me. For others, he would put chunks of chicken in that broth. But mine would always be purely spicy onion broth. Never even indirectly did he suggest that I should try non veg at least once in my life. Moreover, he instructed the students never to force me to have anything even remotely non veg. So, when I got a call from an Iranian friend now settled in London that Mr. Mustafa died a couple of days ago, I cried and remembered English poet Robert Southey's immortal lines. My cheeks have often been bedwet with tears of thoughtful gratitude. However, Mr. Mustafa, your loving gesture would forever remain etched in my mind. I shall remember you till the wrinkled eve of my life. Thank you for listening. Neither was Mr. Mehdi a great personality who did something stupendous in his life to be immortal. Stupendos, stupendous means extremely impressive. Non-veg was the de rigueur in Iran. Deregue, your de rigueur means required by etiquette or fashion. Yet he was considerate enough and called the mess supervisor Mr. Mustafa and asked whether it was possible, rather feasible, to serve pure veg for just one student. POSSIBLE possible means able to be done or achieved. Feasible FAASABLE feasible means practicable or workable. Mr. Mustafa was so considerate and affectionate that he even asked me whether I would feel comfortable having meals with all non vegetarian students. Considerate, CONSIDERATE, considerate means careful not to inconvenience or harm others. But mine would always be purely spicy onion broth. BROTH, broth means a kind of soup. My cheeks have often been bedwet with tears of thoughtful gratitude. BEDWET, bedwet means wet with dew. Au revoir, Mr. Mustafa. Your loving gesture would forever remain etched in my mind. I shall remember you till the wrinkled eve of my life. Au revoir, AUREVOIR. Au revoir means goodbye until we meet again. Thank you for listening.